Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico. I see Evelyn in the chat saying today is Halloween Day. I don't know if that's true in Singapore. In the United States, that won't be until the 31st. We have several more days to go before Halloween here in the United States. But if you're celebrating it there in Singapore, how lovely. Have fun with that. All right. So we are doing a live, in-depth planetary puja. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be doing this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. And in doing this puja, we are connecting with those light beings and we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. And also for doing the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a tangerine, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start with the water, sprinkling a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard to purify the space for where the puja is going to be happening. I also sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head and send a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. We start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype or angel, who helps to remove obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask Ganesha to remove obstacles for us now and always, and we thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Yanasamundar for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time elements or the time Shaktis that are active right now. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Wednesday, which is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that can help with enlightenment, charity, purification. This is also Dr. Pillai's birth star. And at AstroVed, when it's the Purva Bhadrapada star each month, that is a day when they do what they call corporate lunch. They have a catering company come in and do a vegetarian buffet for all of the staff. And so it's a free lunch that day for everyone. And it's nice. We get to visit with people in the other departments. The managers can make their company-wide announcements, but it's a very friendly, happy thing. And it's Dr. Pillai practicing what he teaches about feeding people. He feeds the entire company at AstroVed a lunch once a month. Purva Bhadrapada star. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment, we are in the 12th waxing moon, called Dwadasi in Sanskrit. Om Dwadasami Devye Namaha. Om Dwadasami Devye Namaha. Om Dwadasami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my location, this is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. The yoga that's active right now is one called Dhruva, which has energies that are reliable. Dhruva, Dhruva, Dhruva. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Bhava, which has energies for creativity. Bhava, Bhava, Bhava. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We look at the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. This is a sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. This is Libra, which is ruled by Venus. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has one or more planets in it. Today, in the ascendant sign of Libra, we have Ketu, the Sun, Mercury, and Mars. I start with honoring Ketu and put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Twashtar, archetype who is a divine master craftsman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the Sun, Mercury, and Mars are all in the same star. So we're going to invoke all three of them before we invoke the star. I start with the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. The Sun, Mercury, and Mars are all in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind, a star that can give blessings for independence. I put the flower petals across all three of those planets. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype associated with the wind and the air element, and also the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for balance, fairness, harmony. Today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. The Sun, which is our soul, and also a planet important for our health and our self-esteem. Mercury, planet of communication and business and analytical thinking. Mars, planet of courage and willpower. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. They work together to overcome demonic forces, and it is said that it is their teamwork that gives them the victory. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the Sun, I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn, who is retrograde, extra powerful, and the moon. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, for music, for good reputation. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the moon for being in in Aquarius. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Purvabhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this star can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, structure, perseverance, and the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. and a planet important for our mental and emotional health. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada. Purvabhadrapada spans a little bit across Aquarius and into Pisces. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put more flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and help us in understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mesha or Aries, which today contains Rahu, Jupiter, who is retrograde, and Uranus, who is also retrograde. We start with honoring Rahu. All three of them are in different stars. So I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for both speed and for healing. This is like the original Get Well Soon star. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumars, two twins that are handsome young men that have the heads of horses. They have tremendous healing abilities as their father is the sun, the source of life-affirming energy. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor Jupiter for being in Aries. He is retrograde right now, extra powerful. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power or energy. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Yama, archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. He is also retrograde, extra powerful. I put flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Kritika, a star symbolized as a razor or a cutter, and a star that can give blessings for truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by Agni, archetype associated with the fire element. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Excuse me. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box, and Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and Uranus, a planet that can help with creative abilities, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Simha or Leo, which today contains Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Purva Phalguni, a star that gives blessings for relationship and also for rest and relaxation. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni's star is ruled by Bhagya, an archetype who can give blessings for good fortune. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for leadership and power. Today containing Venus, planet of diplomacy, love, beauty, enjoyment of material plane comforts, and the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in my right hand above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals on it. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance. And I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now, I take a tangerine, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat that tangerine as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking each one of them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. I see Evelyn posting in the chat. She says she always hears Chitra is ruled by the planet Mars, but today the priestess said it's ruled by Rahu. And I replied, that was an error on my part. Chitra is ruled by Mars. And I put in the chat to Evelyn, thank you for letting me know that I misspoke. So anytime you hear me say something that you know isn't right, please do let me know about that. Sometimes it's easy to have sometimes be thinking it and another word comes out of my mouth. So yes, Chitra is always ruled by Mars. That is always the case. And I think I was putting the flower petals on Mars and saying Rahu, and I'm sorry for that. My apologies. Okay. Thank you for speaking up, Evelyn. All right. So again, we do have today in North America, tomorrow in North America will be Pradosham. It'll be the 13th moon at sunset in my local area anyhow. When Pradosham falls on a Thursday, it's called Guru Pradosham. And it's a time where it's easier to dissolve karmas that are associated with mistakes that we may have made with our teachers, disrespecting them, not doing what they asked us to do, either in this life or in previous lives. On Friday, it's going to be the full moon, which is a very good time for working with the Shrimbrazi sounds, for prosperity, for focusing on your material goals. And it's also going to be on a Friday. So it's got Friday ruled by Venus. So it's got extra energy associated with Lakshmi. On Saturday, I'm going to be doing a community fire lab on the Pillai Center Practice YouTube channel. This will be in honor of Swami Ramalingam, and it will be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's on YouTube, so it's free to everyone. And also, I will be doing a hydration ceremony for Jesus, Mary, and Yahweh on Ronnie's Saturday morning program. So those are some things coming up. And then, of course, on Monday next week, Rahu and Ketu are making a transit, and that is a big deal. They only change signs every 18 months. They've been slowly moving towards a new sign. They each move retrograde all the time. So we're going to see Rahu pop over to Pisces, and we're going to see Ketu pop over to Virgo. So that's a big transit that's coming up. All right, those are my announcements for today. And thank you again, Evelyn, for keeping me honest about what comes out of my mouth. I really appreciate that, for you letting me know. All right, I thank everyone for being here. I very much appreciate it when you click on the like button and when you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.